Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
If it's still morning.
It's
Yeah,
afternoon here.
Yeah, nearly
1:34.
almost
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
How are you, everyone?
Hey, we are good.
Good,
Thank
good,
you.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So we're gonna dive into our topic,
Yeah.
and thanks. I would like to say thank you to the viewers who are watching us this morning or this afternoon. Would like to thank you, God, for bringing us together once more to talk about our business. Today is day 32 of 90 days of show up. Show up and shine from fear to freedom. Whether you're watching us live right now or you're watching a replay later, thank you for being with us and thanks for joining us. I'll introduce myself quickly. For those who are watching us for the first time, my name is Hazel. I'm a registered nurse and a mom of three, and I'm a digital business owner. So I'm now, just going to talk about a few things before I introduce in my business partners. And I'm joined by, Janet and Diana. These are my beautiful business partners. We do this every morning, sometimes in the afternoon if we are running late.
Yeah.
So today we are talking about something that stops us or stops people from joining the business or from moving forward. And what's stopping you from starting? So we always ask ourselves questions: what's stopping me? What's stopping you too? There are so many things that can actually stop you, so many things that you think, okay, I can't start this or I can't join the business. But because often it's not the lack of opportunity that keeps you or keeps us stuck. It's our own fear, doubts, and even past experiences. So when we talk about past experiences, like in business, people have tried certain businesses. It hasn't worked. Some people have tried online businesses, just like we are doing online business, but this business is different, it's legit. So some have tried, it has failed, and they have that fear of, trying once more, starting an online business, which we can't blame you if you've tried and it failed. But you also have to give yourself an opportunity where you
Yeah.
try other things. Don't just stay with that past experience. You have to move forward. Try other things. You don't know where your luck is, or you don't know where your destination is. So, and also you have doubts. Is this business going to be genuine? Yes, it is actually genuine because so many people are doing it. And if it is not genuine, then many people won't be joining the business. And if you have fear, this is why we say you have to try other things, overcome your fear. We always say you have to overcome your fear to try other things or, to start a business. You're not going to start a business if you still have that fear in you. Even us, when we started, we had fear, like, what are people going to say about me? When they see me talking online or live the way we are doing, what are they going to think? What are their opinion? But if you overlook all those things, you're going to make it. You have to overcome your fear. That's the most important thing. And what you want to share honestly is, you have to stop from overthinking, because sometimes we overthink too much. So you don't have to overthink too much. Just overcome that. And how you overcome it, you have to choose. We can't really say you have to overcome your fears through this. It's you to choose to overcome that fear. How you can overcome it, you have to work it out. So for now, I'll pass it on to my business partner, Janet.
All right. Thank you so much, Hazel. Thank you, Diana. We are so happy to be back again on the screen this morning. Yeah, it's morning for us and afternoon for Diana for another episode of our Show Up and Shine from Fear to Freedom. We are always so happy to come and share this amazing opportunity with our, like our busy working moms and dads who are like us, who used to be in the same position where we were before we saw this opportunity. So I'm just gonna quickly introduce myself before I go and talk about, how we overcame what almost, like stopped us from starting the business when we saw it. And because it could be the reason as people who are being watching us, like they've been having these excuses, it could be one of the reasons that why they are holding themselves back not to start the opportunity. That's why we're gonna share our hearts, what almost stopped us, and how we were able to overcome, like all those challenges. So for the people who are watching us for the very first time, my name is Janet. I am a wife, a mom of 2 beautiful kids, and a nurse by profession, and now a digital global entrepreneur. I am a mentor as well, and I do live in Western Australia with my family. And I say, when I first saw this opportunity, that the thing that almost stopped me or held me back before I could actually jump in with my 2 feet was people's, fear of people's opinions. I was also, worried most of the time about what my friends, or probably my family as well, or maybe my colleagues at work, or people who know me, or even, what they would say about me. And I used to have a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, what if they laugh at me? What if they don't take me, seriously? And then what I realized is their opinions won't help me, build the life that I'm supposed to build. And their opinions won't help me achieve my vision, or they won't help me move from the point I was to another point where I was, stuck, for a couple of years. I realized the change I want, if I listen to what they are saying to me, their opinions won't be able to help me move or get a change in my life. Because I definitely, when I saw this opportunity, I was looking for a change, and I knew I wanted change in my life. So that's why, I'm so grateful I was able to overcome that fear of, what people would say about me. And when I shifted my focus, I saw that, even when we are coming to present this opportunity, we always say, it's not for everyone. We want to target, the right people. That's why we say you are the right person. If you are not happy where you are, you need a change in your life. And if you're willing to learn, to move from this point or to another point, or we always say this opportunity is for people who are not happy where they are today, and they want their life to be different in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. So I realized I'm showing up, for the right people, the people who want this opportunity, the people who are willing, to have change in in their life. So that's why I stopped even worrying about them as much as I was worried what they would say about me. I realized I'm here to make an impact for the right people, and that gave me the courage, and the motivation and the momentum to keep going. And the fact that I'm showing up so that my family, I can build a legacy for my family as well. And as I help other people as well, busy working parent as well, that gave me the motivation not to be distracted by other people's opinions. Because no matter what they say, no matter what you do, people you talk, do the right thing, you do whatever you do, people are always going to find something to say about the action that you take in life. The thing is, what the perspective or how you view their opinions is what's gonna, determine how you keep going towards achieving your vision. So I'm gonna pass on to Diana.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Hazel, Janet, for showing up today. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity, because it's God that has given us this strength and courage to always talk about our business, and to also help others who are in the same shoe we were 2 years, 3 years ago. So I'm just gonna say thank you to God for this opportunity, and thank you for another life, another beautiful day. It's here in Sydney, windy, but what can we say? It's a blessing that we are here today. And I'm just gonna say thank you to anyone who's gonna be watching us and watching us later. We always appreciate you a lot, a lot. You are the people that make us go on and on every single day. So I'm just going to introduce myself for the first time, for the people who will be watching us for the first time. So I'm Diana, I'm mom of 2 beautiful girls and a digital entrepreneur based here in Sydney, Australia, originally from Kenya, and I'm a mentor too. So for me, I think I'm just going to talk about fear from my past mistakes. This is not the first opportunity that I jumped in when I started. When the COVID came, everyone was going online because we wanted something different. We wanted something, something that was different from what I was doing. So of course I tried other things before, and they didn't really work out the way I hoped so. So those failures left me feeling, embarrassed and disappointed and honestly scared to try even again. But, I thought to myself and I said, what if I waste my time? What if I fail again? Those are the questions that I kept on asking because I've failed before. So I asked them again and again. What if I try again and then I waste time, or I fail again? What will people say this time? And as a mom, and you have kids and you have family, you all have budgets, and of course your partner will know when things are not going right. And it was not easy. So I was really scared at that time. But you know what? I learned that the past doesn't, define the future, because I really wanted something different, and I wanted to have a change of life. I wanted my life to change. I didn't want to work dream jobs anymore. It had just come to a place where I couldn't work anymore. It was just too much. 3 jobs was not something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Just because something didn't work before doesn't mean that nothing will work for me. So in fact, those past mistakes prepared me for what I'm doing right now. They showed me that what I didn't want, and they made me stronger and more determined to find something real, something suitable. So this business gave me the right tools. I met wonderful people. I've met Hazel, I've met Janet, and so many other people that I met in this opportunity. This business has given me the tools. When I'm talking about the tools, it's the easy way of learning. It was so much easy for me to learn and start my business without struggling. And the systems are so easy, and the mentorship was so supportive, and the community was just, there's no other one. Like we always say, Janet, Hazel, we always talk about our community. It's just a different community. It's not like any other business that I've joined or I've done before. So things I never had in the past. So, and that made all the difference. Now I see my past failures as a stepping stone, not barriers anymore. And I'm happy where I am right now. I'm happy, and I'm working so hard towards my future and my future's kids and my future kids. So I'm preparing for a generational wealth for my family, which I'm proud of myself. And I'm also preparing others who are willing to learn and take a step towards having a life of freedom, a life of fulfillment, and a life of, of blessings. Because this is a blessing that we, Hazel and Janet, we do here online. It's not something that we used to do before. No, it's just a blessing because there's someone who watches us every single day, and she or he wants to take this opportunity, but they still have that backlash, and maybe they're not, they're scared, they are still doubting. So I'm just going to tell the moms and the dads that are watching us, if you're a nurse, a support worker, someone who just works and is not fulfilled where they are right now, I'm just asking you, take just that one step of just wanting to know what this opportunity is all about. Don't wait another year or another month or another so many years coming forward and you not making a decision or not wanting your life to change. Don't regret a year from now. So just decide and do what makes you. So I'm just going to give Hazel.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Janet. As Diana and Janet have said, we worry so much about what our friends are going to say if we fail, or our colleagues or our families. You have to remember, we are building the future of our kids. We are not doing it for those people who are judgmental. We are not there for them. We can encourage them to join, but we can't force them. If they don't want, we just have to, know what we want and know why we are doing this business. So we are doing it for the future of our kids and their kids too. It's a generational business, really. So with me, my fear that I had I was thinking, okay, what if my friends, see me fail? What are they going to say? What would they think of? And when I started, I cannot do it. But um, if I can't do it again, they'll think, okay, she failed. And for sure, if you don't start and you don't even try, then that's when you failed. But if you start, you try, then you've actually tried. Every person who has done business, there's no person who has started business straightforward and they become successful. They all go through a zigzag. They all go through, hoops and tangles. They jump hoops, before they become successful. So if you just sit there and say, okay, I'm not going to do this because people will judge me, failure isn't the end. It's the feedback. Once you try, you fail, you know that's your feedback. Even when we go for interviews at work, you fail. We get the feedback from the people who are interviewing you. And when they give you feedback, they'll tell you where you went wrong. And next time you go for another interview, you're going to polish up with what you went through with wrong. So it's the same with business. If it doesn't work, you have to find another way of, sorting the problem that you're facing. So it's better to, to learn how to grow and how to get better than to sit on failure, thinking you're a failure. And the beautiful thing of this business is that we are not left alone. We have so many people who are actually supporting us. It's a community business. If I don't understand something, I normally talk to my business partners or I can talk to my coach, and even if you send a message in the community, page, someone will answer your question. That's how supportive it is. So we have to step up. We have to take step by step. We also have trainings, mentorship, and also a global community that's there 24 hours. So even when I'm stumbling, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm panicking, I'm supported. That's what gives us the courage to take and leap. I can't even be honest to say I've grown more in this journey than I ever imagined. This business has actually given me confidence to even come on live to talk to everyone who's watching us. It was a battle, honestly. You feel like you had to jump out of your chest. Just thinking of going live, people will be watching you. But after doing a few live videos, I feel confident, honestly. So everyone take a step, we all take steps, small steps. So we encourage you to join this business and just try, have a go. You never know where the destination is, where your life is. So I'll just pass on to Janet. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Hazel. Thank you so much, Diana. That's being enjoying listening to you. I'm sure like our viewers are motivated and very inspired about what we've said because you've been talking just our hearts, like we've been sharing, like we share like what we've gone through and how we've been able to overcome. And if we always say, if we can do this, you can do it as well, because you are exactly in the same position where you are before we found this opportunity. And the growth that we've had is because of this opportunity, because Hazel has reminded us of this massive support that we have in our community. So for everyone watching us, if something has been holding you back, especially if fear of what people will say, about if you take action, if you start this business has been holding you back, we are here to remind you, remember, people's opinions will not build your future and it will change your situation where you are. If you don't do anything because you are hanging on to what people are saying about you, or you are scared of what people will say about you, we always say nothing changes. If you choose to listen to their opinions, you'll be in the same position where you are, despite that the fact you're not happy where you are. So, but you always say, like your courage to start could change everything for you. And not just for you, but even for your family and for someone who'll be waiting, to hear your story as well. Because we always say your story or my story that I come on and share be someone else's story. So if you say yes, you might be someone else answered prayer, like listening to you because you resonate with them. You could be their answered prayer, like you come share about your story, how this opportunity has transformed your family, how this opportunity is doing for you. It could be someone else's answer. So we always say, just come and see for yourself, because without like coming and checking out, you are not in a position to see if this is gonna work for you. And I always like what I say almost the only impossible journey is the one that you have never ever started. So if you don't start, if you don't take action, you won't be able to know if this is gonna work for you, and you won't be able even to have the knowledge about all these businesses, all about how we earn, the tools, the resources that we have, how this opportunity can change your life. You can only know if you come in and see yourself. So for yourself, always the first step, we always say, come and check out for yourself by registering to our free webinar. On how to watch the free webinar is you have to come and register through our website, which are always in our links. If you can't do that, you can give your hand to register to watch the free webinar. Message Diana, message Hazel, message me. We're gonna help you to register to the free webinar. And if you watch the free webinar and you feel like you want to know more, to see the full information about the business, if it feels right with you, go ahead and register with $149 US, which we always say it's fully refundable within 30 days. And if you see oh, this, I don't want to continue with this opportunity, the way you registered with 149, that is exactly the same way you are going to get your refund back. But you always say the beauty of you going ahead and registering with 149 US dollar, you get to be added to our amazing global community, so that when you want to come back, you are always like welcome to come back, and you are part of the community. You feel what is going on in the community. You get to learn about everything about the business while you're still part of the community. So don't let other people's voices drown you into your purpose. Take ownership of your future today. You are the only one who has the can make that decision on how you want the next coming 6 months to look, or now you want your 2025 to end. You are the only one who can make the decision on how you want your kids' future to be, your children's future to be. So take action, and we'll see you on the inside. So I'm gonna pass on to Diana.
No, thank you so much, Hazel and Janet, for that informative topic of today. And I think if anyone who's watching us and you've had past mistakes, or disappointments have made you just be afraid to try again, I want you to hear this. You are not defined by your past. Your past prepares you and not pushing you. It's something that like as Hazel has said, it's just when you fail does not mean that that's the end of your life. It's just a step to make you learn and know your mistakes. So you change what did not work before. So take your first step with the free webinar. We always say that's our first step, your free webinar. Free webinar, you can go to our bios and you can find our websites where you'll put your name, just first name, and then your correct email address. Correct email address means that you have to put an email that is valid so that you're able to get the webinar. And then you're going to watch it and just see what is possible. That's where I, Janet, and Hazel started. And it showed us what truly is possible when you say yes or when you take a step. And if it makes sense to you, you can register with the 149, as Janet has said. So the 149 is risk-free with 30 days refund guarantee. So this time you are not doing it, on your own. Like we always say, you have trainings and mentorship and support that will guide you every step of the way. So don't let yesterday's failures, steal tomorrow's freedom, because we are all growing old. You don't want to be working until when you're 70, running up and down. You want something that you're going to relax and, just have a breathe and, just work from anywhere. So I'll just give it back to Hazel.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Diana. As my business partners have said, don't wait for the opportunity to slip through. And you're just getting stuck there because of fear. We are doing this for for our children. And if fear of failure has been keeping you stuck, let me tell you, the only way to truly fail is by never starting. As Janet said, and Diana, you don't start, then you've truly failed. Every step forward, even if it's imperfect, it is progress.
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect. The small steps you take, it's also progress. And with the opportunity, you don't have to walk alone. You are guided, you're supported, and you're equipped to success, because everything is set up for us to like trainings. You have to just watch trainings and you know what to do and how to move. If you're stuck, people are there to support you. So take the first step today. Watch the free webinar, even if it feels like aligned, register. Just try. Sign up with $149. It's fully refunded within 30 days, and if it doesn't fit you, they'll refund you. You have nothing to lose. Just like us, when we tried, we're happy. We didn't get a refund because we found out that it was actually very good for us. It was legit, and we are now moving forward. But so much to gain is freedom, flexibility, and the future for your family. That's why we also we keep going with this business, because it's flexible. It is a freedom, and it is something that's going to give our family something that they need, instead of us running around. So to everyone who's watching us, thank you so much for joining us for day 32 of Show Up and Shine, from fear to freedom. We'll see you tomorrow for day 33. And remember, this fear is temporary. It's not a permanent thing that you feel, but regret lasts forever.
Yes.
You regret you didn't start today. You regret you didn't start tomorrow. It will stay with you. But the fear is just a temporal thing. Once you overcome it, it's gone. You'll never even remember it. So don't let fear stop you from building your life. You and your family deserve better. Our families, they deserve better. So let's do this together. As now, I'll say bye-bye. See you.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.